So how you do? It's Harmony, and I still have my hair straight, and I'm ready to get back my kink. Today is the 11th of February. Actually, this evening. I'm ready to get back my kink. My hair is I took my my Zumba class on Monday, and that was, I wouldn't say that was the end of it, but I didn't feel like going through, you know, trying to fix this again. I just wore it up all week, and this is how I would wear my hair, like back and up when my hair was relaxed. And you know, I had to go to the salon and get, you know, my touch up or get it reblown out again. It's the same thing. The only thing that changed in my hair is my roots because of working out. So my roots are back kinky. My ends are still straight, and I am ready to get my kink back. I miss it. I miss it so much. I miss it so much to the point where what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a treatment in my hair again. Yes, I'm going to do that again because I had my hair blown out and flat ironed. So I'm going to put another treatment in my hair, and I'm going to leave that in just for an hour. And then I am going to, detangling should be a breeze. And then I am going to just do my normal, you know, process. If I see any damage or anything like that, I'll tell you guys, but my hair should be fine. You know, the lady who did my hair, she was very gentle with it, and some of you said I was very brave to go to someone who never did my kind of hair before. But she wasn't relaxing it. Now, I would never go to someone who has never dealt with black hair and who, you know, who's never relaxed black hair. I would just run for the hills. But you have she knows how to use a flat iron. She knows how to use a blow dryer. She was just a little, you know, uncomfortable, hesitant with doing my hair because she's never done it before. But once I sat down, after we spoke and I sat down in her chair, she took her huge paddle brush. She put my hair in 4 sections, and she just, you know, took out the little tangles that I had because my hair really wasn't tangled. And she was very gentle. She was great. I would definitely go back to her to do my hair again. And she was like, you know, I hope you come back. So anyway, that's enough of talking. I know sometimes some of you are like, get to the point and start doing your hair. But so what I'm gonna do this a little different today. I am not gonna wet my hair. I am going to, the only thing I have in my hair is shea butter. The shea butter that I initially put in my hair before I even got it blown out. I haven't added any product to my hair. I haven't taken any oil and just smoothed my hair down. If I wanted to smooth my hair down, I just brushed it. When your hair is straight, you need very little product. And my hair, my shea butter whip really held up. My hair is still soft. It's still well moisturized. It's not greasy. It's nice and soft. It's moisturized. So if I was to go to the hairdresser today and just say, can you blow this out? My hair would be great. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I did not charge the battery on my camera. So I hope it doesn't. If I just happen to disappear or a new video starts, you guys will know what happened. So my last video, I want to thank you guys. I really want to thank you guys for the compliments. Not even just for my last video, just period. You guys comment on my videos, and I do my best to answer the questions. I don't make any comments or response to the compliments and stuff, and I just want to say thank you. You know, when people say kind words to you, it's very nice. When people share how, you know, whatever you said affected them, you know, it makes a person feel good. But it makes me feel good because I changed someone else's life. Like, whatever I went through in my life is not in vain. You know what I mean? And whatever you're going through in your life right now, if you get the right perspective, is not in vain either. There are people out there that you need to help too. So what I'm going to do is just split this in 4s. Okay? And another thing I have to say, I know I have respect for people who are not ready to hear what I have to say. I know what that's like. you're not ready, you don't like where you are, but either you don't have the strength or you don't have and you just don't feel like hearing it. And I can understand that. You're just not ready. Some people don't have the ears to hear. Sometimes you could be speaking the truth to a person, but they don't have the ears to hear it. They don't have the heart to receive it. And you just gotta let people just be. My videos are not to tell anybody what to do with their life. My videos, especially when I'm talking about self-esteem, are for those who are ready to receive. Please don't get me wrong that I am trying to change the world and I am trying to get people to do something that they don't want to do. You know? And for those of you who don't like the video, or those of you who don't like what I'm saying, but you find yourself in a situation, just put it in favorites and watch it when you're ready. Or it will be here, unless YouTube deletes it, and I know that won't happen. But I respect the fact that some people are just not ready to face their situation. They're just not. And it's not like they can force themselves to be ready. Everybody has a time when they just get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And those of you who watch my video, some of you have been there and you can relate. Some of you are there. You know, you can relate and you've gone through it and you're like, girl, I know exactly what you're talking about. And then some of you are right there and you need a lifeline. So I'm not going to stop saying the truth and sharing my life because some of you are not comfortable with it or makes you feel uncomfortable. You can just stop watching the video. I think I have a visitor. Sorry guys, so that was one of my my YouTube friends / customers. She came to get some my Haas avocado deep treatment. So anyway, so I'm going to apply this to my hair. To my dry hair. I just want to show you guys. I whipped this. When did I whip this? I think I whipped this on Saturday. Was it Saturday? Last Saturday. Yeah. I whipped them. I kept them in the fridge. And now when you buy them from me, I will keep them frozen. See how green that is? I will keep them frozen. They stay really nice and green when they're frozen. And then you can put them out overnight. And then you can just add it to your hair. Okay? Okay. And it doesn't affect, you know, freezing them doesn't affect it at all. It just comes back nice and creamy. And I also, I don't have any problems with the particles in my hair. Like once I detangle, they come right out. But, so you guys don't have to deal with that. I have purchased a strainer, a fine strainer that will take all the particles out so you don't have to deal with it, okay? So after I finish whipping them, and before I package them, I just strain them and then put them in their package and put them in the freezer. So that's it. This feels good. This feels so good. Okay. So, you know what? Having straight hair for a week and a half made me realize how much I don't miss having a relaxer. And this is why I say this, because when I used to go to the salon, and like I said before, my hair would get back, you know, just like this. You know, and then I would have to get it, you know, washed and set again. You guys know what I'm talking about. And then once you need a wash and set, all you can do is wear it in a ponytail. And that's boring. But one thing, when I have my natural hair, and I'm wearing a twist out, I can wear my twist out to death. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. I haven't put 2-strand twists in my hair in a while, and I miss them so much. I used to hate 2-strand twists. Now I just love them. 2-strand twists are your friend. I'm telling you. And guys, I understand about protective styling. but I wear twist outs in the wintertime. Yes, I do. And 2009, my hair grew like a weed. All I did was wear twist outs. I left my hair, I would twist it, leave the twisting for about a week and a half, wear my twist out for about 3 weeks. I just left my hair alone. And my hair just grew and grew. But my hair was well moisturized. That's why I didn't have any breakage. And then once I learned how to detangle, you know, because you guys know after wearing a twist out for a while, your hair detangling can be brutal. But once I got that down, I got that method down, I was fine. So, my fiance's sister is coming over tonight and she wants to go out. And she's a mama. Now, I live alone. I don't have any children or anything like that, so you know, I could stay in, but I definitely understand the kid is not here tonight. Can we go out? So we're gonna go out tonight and just spend some quality time together and just hang out. Okay. So guys, that's what I'm doing. I'm just adding my treatment. Adding the treatment to my hair. I am going to leave this on for an hour. I love this stuff. I love it. If you guys don't buy it, I'll use it. I don't care. You know, but many of you have purchased it. And you know, if you ever have a problem with my products, please tell me. Like, you know, help me to improve. If there's something that you don't like, or if you think I should do something differently, then, you know, just tell me. I wouldn't take it the wrong way. My business is not about me. You know, making products is not about me. It's about providing something that you guys need and providing a service. So, you can tell me. Okay? That is why I'm straining this stuff before I ship it out from now on. So you guys won't have to. Even though the particles do come out. They do come out. Once you detangle your hair, they come right out. Come right out. Is that a bobby pin? So I have a funny story that I am going to tell you guys, but I'm not going to tell you now. I am going to tell you when I am twisting my hair. But I'll give you a little preview. I learned a very, at the age of 20, I learned a very valuable lesson. And I think all women need to learn. I learned that lesson in 24 hours, and I kept that lesson with me for the rest of my life. You know, I understand that when you're young, you don't know any better. Doesn't mean that life says, okay, well, you're young, you know, then we'll give you a pass and you won't suffer the consequences. Life doesn't care. Life doesn't care if you're 15 and you're having sex and you are not at a place where you can take care of a baby financially, mentally, physically. You will still get pregnant. That's life, you know. So I will share you guys my little funny story in the next segment of my video. Okay, bye bye. So guys, I just wanted to show you, this has been in my hair for an hour and my kink is coming back. I haven't washed it. I just put in my House Avocado Dew treatment, and you guys saw me put it on my dry hair, and look at that, it's just coming back. Coming back. Yeah. So I'm going to wash this out, and I will let you guys know how the detangling goes, okay? Bye-bye. Hi, YouTube. So I have conditioned, shampooed, and detangled my hair. It took me about 20 minutes to detangle. It was a breeze. This is how much hair I lost. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am styling my hair with a Not Today conditioner by Kinky Curly. You can use this in your hair whether you're relaxed or natural. This is an awesome leave-in conditioner. Like, you know, when you want to do your roller sets, if you're relaxed and you don't want to put a heavy product on your hair, this is really good. And I'm using my shea butter whip, my ginger shea butter whip. Okay, so what I'm doing is I am pressed for time. I hate doing my hair when I'm pressed for time, but I have some avocado oil here, okay? And what I'm going to do is, so let me just explain to you those, you know, who are watching my video for the first time. What I did was I rinsed my hair of my House Avocado Dew treatment, okay? And then I put a conditioner in my hair, okay? I didn't use onion honey hemp this time because I ran out. So I used my Giovanni from the last time I did a review on all those different conditioners. I had some left. And it was a breeze. And I just put it in my hair. I let it sit in for like 5 minutes. And then I just detangled in these big sections and it came right out. So, and then I rinsed my hair of the conditioner with the twist in my hair. And then I also shampooed with the twist in my hair. And I used, this time I used the Kinky Curly Come Clean shampoo. Okay? And just to let you guys know, I sell the Kinky Curly products. I sell the Kinky Curly shampoo for $12. I sell the Kinky Curly Not Today for $12. And I also sell, I don't have it with me here, but I also sell the 16-ounce Kinky Curly Custard for $25. Everyone else is selling it for $30. I'm selling for $25. So if you would like to order, just email me at ILoveMyFro at yahoo.com. The quantity, you know, the name of what you want, the quantity, and your full name and shipping address, and I'll send you an invoice through PayPal. Okay? I'm not allowed to sell the Kinky Curly Custard products on my website, so that's why they're not on there. Alright, so this is avocado oil. I miss my kink. I'm smoothing it on my hair. As you guys can see, the House Avocado particles are gone. I have like a few here, but those are going to come out. Like I have one here, but they come out. It's not a big deal. They don't like stay in your hair. Like I have a piece right there, but I've never had a problem with them. Okay, so okay, I'm just prepping my hair right now. Okay, I'm going to take some Not Today. Not today. It's winter time and I want my hair to stay moisturized for the duration of this hairstyle, so be generous. I'm taking the Not Today and just smoothing it on my hair. Okay, smoothing it. And now I'm going to take my my shea butter, which I love. You'll never catch me buying a moisturizer. I love this stuff. It's good for wet and dry hair. Okay. I got hair in there. I hate that. So. I hate when there's hair on my products. It's disgusting. Even though it's my hair, I still don't like it. And so this is my shea butter whip. See? That's my shea butter whip. I love it. It's light. It's not greasy. This is ginger. It smells really nice. I'm going to make the next one that I make. I am going to put orange and vanilla. I have a new scent, which will be available for the spring. But I've already made lotions with it, and it smells wonderful. And I've already made my brown sugar scrubs with it. So that's one of my favorite scents now, orange vanilla. So if you would like to purchase my shea butter whips, okay, I'm going to twist this back up. And let me add some more to my ends. If you would like to purchase my shea butter whips, my body whips, and my brown sugar scrubs, they all come in the same scents as my shea butter whips. You can go to my website at ILoveMyFro.com. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to twist this now because right now I am just moisturizing. I'm going to do one section in front of, not the whole section, but only a part of a section in front of you guys. And then I have to go and throw twists in my hair because I'm going out tonight. So I said I was going to share a story with you guys, and I am going to. I learned this in 24 hours. When I was silly, young and silly, I was 21 or 22. Yes, you are silly at 21, 22. You're just really beginning to live your life. But anyway, I was working at the Gap, and I was single. I wasn't really seeing anybody. And I met this guy. He was so cute. He worked there too. And I thought he was so cute. And I flirted with him. He flirted with me. And that was it. You know, he was married. And so I would flirt with him and stuff like that. And he would flirt with me. And, you know, that's the start. But the more I hung around him, the more I started to like him, you know, at work. Now, I knew in my mind that this was not going to go. I was not going to do anything with him because he was married. I knew better than that. But see, I didn't know about playing with fire. And so one day, after a whole lot of flirting, you know, we were hanging out after work. Just me, him, and one of his buddies from the job. And they tried to set it up where, you know, I knew what was going on. I wasn't that stupid. Where we all went out. And his friend all of a sudden got a call and he had to leave. We were at this bar. And so his friend had to leave. But that was the plan anyway, I'm sure, between these two. So it ended up being me and him. And we hung out at the bar and we talked and we flirted and all that kind of stuff. And then he was like, well, do you want to go back to my place? And I said, okay. So he ended up taking me to his mama's house. He still had a room there. So mama let him in. No, actually he still had his own key, and mama knew he wasn't alone, and she allowed him to bring another person in the house. Not good. So anyway, you know, we hung out the night in his room. I didn't sleep with him. If I did, I would tell you. I didn't sleep with him because, like I said, I knew how far I would go. You know, we were making out and stuff and all that kind of stuff. And then I stayed the whole night. The sun came up. He had to be to work, you know, early in the morning. And I had the day off, so I went home. And I went home, and that was that. Now, when I went back to work, a customer came in and asked me for an item of clothing, and I had to go back into the back and get, you know, the article of clothing, right? Next thing, I'm getting ready to walk out, and I hear this huge commotion outside. I hear this woman being introduced to everybody. It was his wife. She came to the job. I don't know if she came looking for me, or I don't know if she came, it was just coincidence. But the thing was, he was introducing her to everybody. Guys, I was so embarrassed. I was embarrassed. I felt ashamed. I felt like I couldn't even come. I never even came from the back. I never saw what the woman looked like. And it taught me a valuable lesson. You know, leave these married men alone. I learned that at 21. I'm happy I didn't sleep with him, because if I did, then I would have been emotionally attached. And I would have been embarrassed. My heart would have been... But he was walking her around, introducing her to everybody. And the guy who went out with us the night before came to the back and said, yo, Harmony, you know so-and-so's wife is here? I was like, really? Embarrassing. So I say that to say this, okay? Leave these married men alone. Okay? Leave them alone. It is not worth it. Let that be her problem. Because at the end of the day, I learned that lesson so fast. And previously, before that, before I started working at the Gap, my interview was like 8 o'clock in the morning. Same location. And I had to get up really early. So at that time, Starbucks was around. And Starbucks was new at that time. And I went into a Starbucks to wait until you know, it was time for my interview, because I arrived very early. So I'm sitting in the Starbucks and drinking my coffee, and there's this man in there, white guy. I have a knot, guys. A white guy, you know, definitely the CEO type, you know, nice suit on, sitting there with the young pretty thing, and I heard sniffles. They were sitting like right behind me, and I heard sniffles, and then I heard your wife. And all I did was turn around and I looked at her. Didn't know my behind would be in the same situation, you know, further down. But I looked at her and I said, yeah, see what happens? But I guess God was putting me in a situation where you don't have the capacity to deal with to get your heart broken like that. So let me teach you now, you know? And from then, never messed around. Never. I don't play with married men. I don't play with married men. I don't play with people's boyfriends, fiance, intended. You know, me and my sisters, we never had that problem. You know, if one of my sisters likes someone and I like that person, I'm done. I'm not in competition with another woman for a man. It's ridiculous. So, another story that happened in 2007 out here. Now this is when I was going through my process of not dating, and I don't have a comb. I wasn't dating anybody. This is my cocoon process, and I was just, you know, being worked on and allowing myself to be worked on because I wanted to be in a healthy relationship. So I was single. I mean, I was just dating myself, you know, going out in the summer alone, going shopping alone, just alone. I was by myself, but I knew that I was in a preparation stage. So I started taking some driving lessons right out here on Long Island. And the gentleman who owned the driving school, you know, one day I came out with some cute jeans on top of a summertime because I was getting ready to go pick up my nieces and nephews right after my driving class. And the owner of the driving school, he comes to pick me up, right? And he's helping me drive, and then he asked me, I hate when this happens. He asked me, you know, can I take you out? So I looked at him like, no. And he had a ring on his finger. And I said, no, you can't take me out. You guys are not going to like me for this, but I'm not talking about what I'm talking about. I'm talking about with my hair. This knot has to come out. I don't have a comb nearby, and I don't want to deal with this now. I'm probably going to have to cut this off. The comb is not going to do it. So anyway, so he asked me out, and I told him no. Then he came back the next week, and he kept asking me out. And I kept telling him no. So then he started treating me differently because I wouldn't go out with him. You know, I figured he was married. And even to the point, I said, aren't you married? You know, like, what are you asking me out for? So then I had to go and get my 5-hour driving, take my 5-hour driving class. So I went to the location of the actual school. I won't even tell you where it is because some of you live in Long Island and you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. So I won't mention any names or the driving school. So I show up at the driving school and there's this beautiful, very pregnant, beautiful lady standing up front teaching the class. She looked like she's about 8 months pregnant. And I'm like, I'm wondering if this is this man's wife. And so at the end of the class, out of everybody, she calls me to the back because she has to give me some, I'll take care of that later. She has to give me some documents. So she calls me to the back, very nice lady, and she's talking to me and she's speaking, you know, with me, and I'm sitting there with her, and she starts just telling me, you know, this is my 8th pregnancy. I've had 7 miscarriages, and she said these were twins, and she said, but I lost one of the babies. She said, and now I'm 8 months, and she said, I'm just holding on to this one. And I'm like, my God, this man, this woman is going through all this stuff, and this man is out here trying to mess around. And not even trying to mess around, but disrespectful. You know, in the same vicinity, you know, where he has his business, where his wife is. I mean, I'm not saying cheating is right, but at least if you're going to do it in another borough. You know, do it in another town. At least be respectful. So anyway, guess who walks in while I'm speaking to his wife? For a black man, he almost turned white. And you know what he did? He acted like he didn't even know me. That's what they do. That's That's what they do. Some of you, see, I know, anyway, some of you are not going to like what I have to say, but I'm going to speak. That's what they do. You know, when you're around with that married man and he's giggling and laughing with you and acting like everything is okay and talking about his wife to you and telling you how she doesn't do this for him and she doesn't do that for him. Yeah, but what was his issue? What was his issue? Let me explain something to you. I don't know what kind of wife she is or was to him, but I want to say something. The one who ended up looking bad and the one who showed what kind of character he had was the husband. You have no respect. This is your livelihood. This is where you make your money. You are picking up younger women where you and your wife are running a business. This is what I'm talking about. But at the same time, there will always be men out there who want to do what they want to do. But women shouldn't be making it easier. Messing around with married men? I don't want to hear about how she mistreats him and he's a good man and she don't take care of him. Why isn't he leaving? And please don't give me the excuses. Let me tell you something. Life is about making hard choices. And life is about choosing, are you going to be happy? You are not going to have me on the side and cowering in a corner when your wife comes around or just coming to see me on weeknights when you can sneak away, and if something was to happen to me, I know you couldn't be there because you have to be with your wife and family. The so-called wife is who's not treating you right. Ladies, we have to be smarter than that. Respect marriage. Respect other people's marriage. Even if these married men are coming up to you and trying to talk to you, please. This is why men get away with their stuff. Because women, I guess we feel there's a man shortage and we just have to throw our standards out the window. I refuse to. And then you can't expect that the windows of heaven are going to open up for you when you finally do meet somebody and now you want somebody to respect your relationship. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. God gave every woman's intuition. Pay attention when any kind of man is coming up to you and trying to talk to you. Pay attention to it. And those of you who are messing around with married men, I don't know what to tell you. You probably turned off the video by now because you don't want to hear what I have to say. But I'm going to say it. You deserve better. You deserve better. I refuse. You know, I'm in a relationship right now and I don't have to reap that. Not saying that my man will never cheat on me because people are human. But it's not about what he does, it's about what I'm going to do about it. That's what the real thing is, you know. Let those men, these married men out here, you know, messing around. Some of them don't even have to be unhappy. They just want a whole bunch of arsenal of women. They want a whole bunch of women. You know, and if you're so lonely to the point where you will take what you can get, at the end of the day, it says a lot about your self-esteem. See, I don't think we're looking at it from that point of view. It says a lot about your self-esteem. Because there's no way that you can be a confident woman who loves herself and values herself and you are slipping and sliding with somebody else's husband. This just doesn't work. Let that be the wife's problem. Let her deal with that crap. And then we want these relationships to work out. And then you want to get upset when he starts lying to you. And now you can't believe in it. Even if you do get him, now he's texting somebody else. And he's sleeping with somebody else. And now he's talking to you about... And now he's talking about you to some other chick. No. Character. Men don't do that. And if you have believed the lie that all men cheat, I do not believe that. I believe men behave if they want to. I think we have a lot of good men out here behaving badly, and we have a lot of men out here doing what they're doing because women, we allow it. And don't get mad at me. And this is why I say it's because we allow it. God has given us a gift as women where we have to be asked everything. Men need permission to take us out, to come to our house, to spend time with us, to get married, to have their children. The smallest thing, a man has to ask permission. We don't have to do that as women. You know, we just show up somewhere pretty. Hopefully we're more than just pretty. And men flock. Why do you think they have ladies' night at clubs and stuff? Like, why do you think you have some of these men who go to the church to look for wives? You know? Men are hunters and they come after us. But we have forgotten that. We're believing this, oh, there's a man shortage. Even if there's a man shortage, that doesn't give you the license to throw your morals and values out the window and say, well, if I gotta share a man. No, we are dying of AIDS. There's a problem in the black community with women. I'm not here to man bash. I'm not here to talk about the men. I'm here to talk about what are we allowing in our lives as women. I am still considered single. I am not married yet. I am engaged. Engagements are meant to be broken. I love my man, okay? But I can talk to you because I have been there as just being a single woman and not having anybody. And I refuse. Because at the end of the day, it says a lot about, do you really love yourself? You're settling for less. And at the end of the day, you know, if you don't like being with you, then why would you expect somebody else to? You're only going to get crumbs. Nothing good is going to come out of that if you're messing around with a married man. Some of you aren't happy unless you're with somebody else's husband or boyfriend. You know, some of you aren't happy unless you have somebody's man. I mean, I know men are visual and they look, but some of you get empowered by that. It makes you feel good. Your self-esteem is low. You always got to be the center of attention. You just can't show up somewhere and just do you. Let me tell you something. Women, most of the time, all we got to do is just show up. We don't have to be in cat fights. I am not being in competition with no other woman over a man. You know, I'm in a relationship. You want to go out there? I'm done. I'm not calling no chick. I'm not texting no chick. I've known women to text other women and say, stay away from my man, please, because he's in a relationship with me, and if he texts you, just ignore him. What are we doing? And I'm not talking about young girls. Some of you have said young girls need to hear this. I'm talking about grown women. I'm talking about women who are older than me. I'm talking about women who are supposed to be teaching me how to be with men, or women who are supposed to teach me how to love my soon-to-be husband. It's very hard to find that today because we're so consumed with having a man. Being in love is great, but do it the right way. And those of you who haven't, and those of you who are single and you got married men coming after you in the woodwork, because I did. Oh my God, I had married men asking me out all the time. No. And sometimes I was lonely, you know. Sometimes you know, in the summertime, I would, you know, put on my cute little summer dresses and go out by myself in the city, do a little shopping, go see a movie, and all of that. And there were times that I was lonely. But I wasn't trying to mess around with nobody's husband. I was very selective because I knew at the end of the day, this was not about having someone. This was about having something special and getting it the right way. And not only that, you know, some of you are single and you see all these couples together and you feel lonely and you feel jealous. But let me explain something to you. Just because you see a couple together doesn't mean that that's the wife or the girlfriend. We need to be realistic about, you know, where we are. Be realistic about life. Just because you see a couple together does not mean that's the wife or the girlfriend. That could be the mistress, or that could be girlfriend number 4. You just can't think that the grass is always greener on the other side, and you just can't think that every person that you see is happy and they just have this great, wonderful relationship. It takes work. It takes a lot of work. And the work starts with when you're single. If you're not working on you and you're not dealing with you and you're not loving you, I don't think I put any knot today on this. You're not loving you when you're single, you're not building your own life, then what are you going to bring to the table when you are in a relationship with somebody else? You're going to suck that person dry. You're going to be a burden to that person. You know, you don't want someone carrying you. You want to have your own life. You want to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. So I don't want that to happen again. Don't despise singleness. And some of you might say to me, well, Harmony, I've been single for a long time. But it's just not about being single. It's about what have you been doing while you're single. Are you bitter and just man-hunting and complaining about I don't have somebody and I'm looking for somebody, these men ain't sugar, honey, iced tea? I'm trying to keep the cursing out the videos, just in case some of you have kids and stuff and watching it. but are you really working on you? So when you do meet somebody, you can look at them and say, look, I've put in too much work and time into me for me to just be giving myself away just to anybody. And you do the work, you know? And even after you do all the work, things still sometimes won't work out. But at the end of the day, I think it's not what a person does to you, it's how you react and what you're going to do about it. Especially when it comes to a cheating man. Especially when it comes to that. You have to love yourself and respect yourself first. You have to. You have to. And not get consumed by your relationship. So now you meet somebody and now it's like, bro, now I finally got somebody, and your whole life is around this person. No, build your life now as a single person. Go out. Find what you like. You know, find what interests you. Find what makes you tick as a person. So when you do meet a guy and he does, a gentleman, and he does ask you, you know, so what do you like to do? You're not sitting there making up stuff. You know, you have a life. And you know, men are funny. They don't say much, but they know. They know when we're desperate. They know when, they know they might not say it. Well, the gentlemen won't. The gentlemen won't. But then you have the sharks who will take advantage of you. Because they know. You have men who study women. And guys, I'm not talking about all men, okay? Build your own life. Build your own life. Build your own life. But at the same time, don't become so closed off to the point where good guys are coming after you and you have just closed off yourself to the point where now you just don't talk to anybody. You know? You know, I had a choice when I was going through my process. I had a choice of being bitter, or I had a choice between to choose between bitter or healing. And I chose healing. I chose growth. You know? I wasn't going to be lonely forever. And you want to know something? I even had to face that. Well, Harmony, what if you're single forever? Because being single and being constantly asked out by married men and hearing the stuff that women go through, even the women who are in relationships, the stuff that they go through to keep these men, it's like, I'd rather be alone. And I meant it. When I met my fiance, I was still searching for love. I was still searching for someone to love. I really wanted someone to love. I had a lot of love to give, you know. But I also had it made up in the back of my mind that I was not going to settle. And if that meant settling meant, Harmony, you're not going to meet anybody and you're going to be single for the rest of your life, I was prepared. I was prepared for that. And I'll tell you why I was prepared for that. I've been through too much emotionally. I was finally happy. I finally had some peace and joy in my life, and I was enjoying it. Sometimes I was lonely, but I wasn't alone. You understand? Well, I was alone, but I wasn't lonely. There are times I was lonely, yes. But most of the time I was okay, you know? I was okay. And I got to a point in my life where I had such a peace and a tranquility in my life that I have never known. I was happy. I was just okay. I've never felt this before. And I had it. I mean, I really had it. And I wasn't going to let anybody come and take that away from me. So I wasn't going to let in someone's husband or someone's boyfriend or some guy who was going to have me on a yo-yo. Because, see, they didn't know what I went through to be the person that I am today. And they didn't know the tears that I had to cry and all the stuff that I had to go through to be the woman that I am. And you're going to come along with your lies and your crap and your dysfunction to mess up my little space? No. And that's where you have to, I think a lot of us just let people into our lives so easily because we really never known what it is to be happy. We really never known what it is to be happy. And that's why it's so easy for us to just let people into our life. But I am telling you, when you touch peace, and you have experienced peace in your life and joy, and if you have to ask what does it feel like, that means you've never had it. I'm talking about peace. have that in my life, and I got a man. And it has nothing to do, the foundation of that piece has nothing to do with him. I let him in, and I let him know from the time that we started dating, let me explain something to you. This is who I am. This is what I expect. This is where I didn't give him details until we really became serious. This is where I've been. And if you are here to do A, B, C, D, I told him, there's the door. Not here. I can't. It's not that I'm this strong person. I can't. Okay? I can't. I need my peace and sanity more than I need a man. So, that was made clear. He got the disclaimer. Now, whatever he chooses to do with that, that's on him. That's on him. I still maintain, and when he came into my life, I still maintain my friendship with my girlfriends. You know, still go out with my girls and hang out and kept doing the things that I like to do. I went on. He just joined in. He joined my life, and that's it. He didn't come along and make it. I didn't let him come along and make me feel like he saved me from something. Financially, I was fine when he met me. All those things. Those are the things you have to be paying attention to, ladies. Don't stay in a relationship because, you know, I shouldn't say don't stay, because everybody's situation is different. But don't allow yourself, don't put yourself in a situation where you have to stay with a man because you need him to pay your bills, because you need him to pay the mortgage, or you need him to pay the rent. You're staying with him, you know it's not healthy, you're in an area, and you have to stay with this person because financially you won't be able to survive. We have to make better decisions as women, if not for us, for our daughters, for our nieces, and for our nephews and our sons, because if they see what's going on and they grow up and they see that all these unhealthy relationships and people aren't happy, and then they're going to think that's the norm. And some of us have grown up with that kind of stuff. We've seen our mother go through it, our aunts, grandma, you know, but we're living in a different time. Black women are dying of AIDS. We're living in a different time. We have to want better for these young ladies. We should be examples. You know, we shouldn't be falling for this lie. Well, girl, let me tell you something. All men are dogs. And I'd rather stay with the one I'm with because they all cheated on me. Check that. Check that. Check that. What kind of men are you attracted into your life? Why don't you think that you deserve a gentleman? You know? Check that. If you keep dating the same kind of men over and over again, you know, something is there. Something is there in you where you think that's the only thing that you deserve. Check it. But like I said, you know, me talking about these subjects, they're not for everybody. Some of you ain't gonna want to hear it. And some of you are probably gonna stop watching my videos, and I'm okay with that. Because I refuse to let the ones who are looking for a lifeline and who need to say that's exactly where I am and that's the choices that I need to make. She hit the nail right on the head. This is not about me being right and telling people what to do with their life. This is about me talking about my life. And if some of you can relate and you need some assistance along the way, then that's why I'm talking. I'm sharing about my life. The choices that I've made. Okay, so let me just show you guys something. So this is what I'm going to do. Those of you who are veterans who watch my videos, you know what I'm going to do, but this is the easiest way to put twists in your hair. Okay, so you take a section, you want to do it. I'm going to have to do these so fast tonight. You take a section of your hair and make sure the product is smooth on as much as you can, and you just twist. That's how I put twists in my hair. I don't use a comb. A comb makes spaces. You just take neat sections of your hair and you twist it. Okay? And so that's what I'm doing tonight. I miss my two-strand twists so much. I miss them. And so then that's it. And that's what I'm doing. Okay? And no matter how short your hair is, this will work for you. It makes it a whole lot easier than to be trying to part your hair. It's not necessary. And so, let me just twist this. Okay, so what I will be doing is posting photos. And that's about it. I love two-strand twists on wet hair, and I'll tell you why. Some of you are worried about shrinkage, but I'm telling you, when you do two-strand twists on wet hair, it's like you're setting your hair, you know, like a roller set, because your hair is wet, it dries better in the formation of the twist. And when you take out that twist, all you're doing is doubling the size of your twist, and you really don't have a lot of frizz. When you do it on dry hair, it's a little, you know, I don't like two-strand twists on my hair, because some people, they want to see the length, you know, but I want my style to last long, you know. So that's why I do them on wet hair. They come out nice and smooth, you know, they spring a little bit, and that's it. They come out better, in my opinion. But again, everybody's hair is different. Alright guys, I'm done yapping. So, the next thing you guys will be seeing are photos. And I will talk to you later. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye. Good morning, YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I am getting ready to take out these twists, okay? So I'm going to show you two-strand twists. You do not take out from the bottom, okay? Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to take out a twist. Some of you know, some of you don't. You start from the root, okay? You twist your hair in the opposite direction in the way that you put in the twist. So let's say if you twist it clockwise, then you twist it counterclockwise from the root, okay? And then you're going to get two spaces, and then you just bring your finger down, and then you just take it out like that. That's how you take out a twist. And then you just position it in the way that you want it to fall, and that's it. You do not start taking it out from here. Once you start taking it out from here, then you're going to get a whole lot of frizz, and you're going to mess up your twist, okay? So I'm going to take these out. Okay, I'll fix them later. Pressed for time. And I hope you guys had a good weekend. I did. I relaxed. I stayed in all weekend. I worked on ILoveMyFro all day yesterday. Planning and stuff and all that. So, but Saturday I just stayed in and just stayed in bed, and I like weekends like that. When it starts getting warmer, you know, I'll start venturing back out again. Even though this weekend, according to the weather reports, it wasn't that bad. But I think yesterday was cold. I opened up my kitchen window, I left it open for a few minutes, and then I closed it. See? So easy to take these out when you take them out the right way. If a twist is tightening up, that means that you are twisting it in the wrong, untwisting it in the wrong direction. You're not getting that gap, okay? Very easy to take these out. As you guys can see from my photos, I do not have any leftover avocado treatment stuff in my hair. But like I said, I am straining. So I am straining it for you guys. So, because for some people, you know, they see the particles in their hair and then they freak out. And they're like, oh my God, how am I going to... And instead of you styling your hair, you're focusing on, I have all this stuff in my hair. It's really not hard to get out at all once you detangle and stuff. I put it in my client's hair. Whoever comes here gets a house avocado treatment. Most of my clients do. So, and I've been doing better with my hair, treating, you know, my hair I do it once a month. Oh boy. Monday morning. These are gonna come out nice. I miss my twists. I miss them so much. So those of you who did not, well, if you're watching this video, you heard that I put these in on Friday night, so it's not a big deal. There's not. My videos are no longer sectioned in part 1, part 2. They're just, so I don't have to tell you when I put them in. So I'm going to take these out. I'm going to take these out, and then I will take some photos and show you guys how my twist out for 2011 came out. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye.